So, you know what happens when you think you are recording something, but then all of a sudden you reach the end, you decide to go over to your recorder, and you realize that no, you haven't been recording at all. So that's what happened to me. I I went over the whole chapter of the 7 deadly sins, thinking I was recording it. But no, I wasn't. I read through all of it, had my genuine reactions, all gone. All gone tits up because the video was not recording. This is so sad. Like, to make sure the video is on this time, let me just do something here. There we go. Let me put the manga player and the video player like side by side so I can see them both. Actually, this is a trick for next time. All those reactions, all those amazing reactions I might add, because I gotta be honest, there were some amazing reactions in this video. But anyway, as I do whenever I read a chapter, what I'll do is I'll go through the chapter again, I'll give my opinions on it, and well, you guys can guess what my reactions were from that. So the chapter goes forward as Meliodas keeps explaining, starts properly explaining what exactly happened to when they were cursed, and we discover that they were cursed by no other than both of their respective gods. So the demon king, who controls the demon clan, and the one who governs the goddess clan, the supreme deity. I thought it was very cool the way they were presented, as in the supreme deity, the background behind her was a blank slate, but she was riding on some sort of wave. She was being almost carried, if we can say it. She was almost being carried as the divine being she is. The demon king, however, the background behind him is of a stormy, storm-filled sky, and he appears to be walking down on the ground like he's supposed to. Like he's not a divine. He's not divine. He doesn't deserve to be carried like the supreme deity. He has to walk. I mean, I'm sure he didn't walk all the way there, but you get the abstraction. So they were just defeated like that by the demon king and the supreme deity, in a quite ironic situation, I might add, because if we stop to think about it, the supreme deity and the demon king, they united to defeat Meliodas and Elizabeth. They themselves worked together to punish the traitors. Couldn't they have done it separately? I mean, I guess that the supreme deity came to punish Meliodas and the demon king came to punish Elizabeth. But I mean, it's still weird that they were to unite to sort of punish them. Nonetheless, it is cool as heck. So, yeah, we've learned that Meliodas woke up not knowing how much time had passed, but he kinda discovered later the source of that return, and he found out Elizabeth's dead body right beside him. He buried it and he wandered around Britannia, and he found again Elizabeth for the first time. Elizabeth reborn. She was reborn into a tribe of people, and then they started developing their relation until one day she woke on her right eye and started using her goddess magic, and then Meliodas had the bright idea to tell her the truth. And after 3 days, she was impaled. She told Meliodas about the curse. She told him how to break it. And then 3 days after, she was impaled, like in a very gruesome way. Like poor Elizabeth, right in the chest, right there in the middle. Anyway, he once again buried her, and he discovered the curses upon them. He was cursed with eternal life, meaning that no matter what injuries he would sustain, he would always be revived. Elizabeth, however, was cursed with perpetual reincarnation, meaning that even when she dies, she comes back but without any memories of her past life, and she comes back as a normal human. So, whenever she regains her memories of the previous lives, after 3 days she will die. Which is something that I've been debating with myself. What if she never regains her memories? What if Meliodas finds a way to keep a happy life without she regaining her memories? She would live a normal human life, I guess. I mean, and due to the fact that, and let us move on a little bit from the... Meliodas says that in 3,000 years he already met 107 Elizabeths, meaning that he watched her die 106 times. Now, I'm not going to do the math right now, but assuming that each Elizabeth would be able to live for like 40 years, even that is short. I mean, we can't possibly assume that he has met all the reincarnations of Elizabeth. He might have missed some. We don't know for how long he was without seeing one. We don't know if her reincarnation is immediate, or like, it seems so, because if we remember back when we saw him after the destruction of Dana 4, after the death of Liz, we saw him coming out of the breeze of Dana 4 with a baby Elizabeth in his arms. So we can almost assume that the reincarnation is almost immediately. But if so, where does she come from back then? Now that I think about it, this was a very good question to place upon myself. So yeah, everyone is shocked by the revelations, but Meliodas just goes on, you know what? My goal is to end our curses. That is the thing I want the most, and I be damned, I don't think we have seen Meliodas this serious and this solemn, like, in quite a while. Like, this is the face of a man who's tired, who wants nothing but to die, to rest, like, to rest forever besides the one he loves. And honestly, this is a face that we have not seen in Meliodas for quite a while. All the Sins are shocked by this information, but then Meliodas reminds them and us of their current objective, which is the enemy that must still be defeated, and thus they head on to Corinth to defeat such enemy. I am so sorry that you've lost my first reaction. You have no idea how surprised I was when I saw the Demon King and the Supreme Deity. I went over the roof. But anyway, yeah, it was very sad that I had lost. I didn't even lost it because I didn't even record it. I thought I hit the record button, but no, I did not. Anyway, this is it for the 7 Deadly Sins. The next chapter will be called To the Ruined Cities, chapter 225. Coming right up, we'll have this week's chapter of Fairy Tale. I'll bring you right up to you in about a few minutes for me, because I'll have some dinner before I come back recording. If I had recorded this the first time, I would be able to record it right now, but no. Anyway, tomorrow or Wednesday or any day of this week, you will have a special video, a different video about what, you ask? I hear you, no, I hear you not, because I cannot do that. But the video will be about the upcoming video game for the 7 Deadly Sins, titled The 7 Deadly Sins, Knights of Britannia. There has been a trailer which was released in the Anime Expo, yes, the Anime Expo in LA, and there's some info and there's some images on that. I'm gonna give some of my first impressions, some of my predictions for the game, and it's going to be a way for me to start bringing gaming into the channel, which is, if you guys have paid attention to some of my videos all throughout the channel, you know that is an objective that I have, to bring gaming into the channel. Don't worry, the channel will suffer some changes to accommodate the coming of gaming into the channel, but we will deal with those changes when they come. Right now, I'll leave you guys until the next video. Bye bye.